spot in our series, Unpacking the Year of the Eucharist and the Parish. Standing here, as you mostly see me, behind the altar. The altar is a table consecrated for the Eucharist. When the altar is built, or if it has to be rededicated for any reason, it is anointed with chrism. You might think that chrism is used only for things like ordinations to the priesthood, or to confirmation, or to baptism. But it's also used to consecrate an altar. And this is the spot that is most sacred in our church, because this is where the Eucharist is, to use the technical word, convected. Okay, this is where we celebrate the Eucharist. Critically important piece of furniture in our church. Historically, Eucharist was very, very often celebrated in catacombs, on the tombs of martyrs. There are all kinds of reasons for that that are historical too. That led, especially when barbarians were invading Rome, or maybe some Arians or whatever it would happen to be, a lot of the relics were taken out of the catacombs and brought into the churches for safekeeping. So there began the custom of having an altar stone with a relic in the altar. That is not the case anymore. This altar, for example, here does not have an altar stone, although I do have an altar stone that Monsignor Jennings used once upon a time. And it does have a relic cemented into it. I have no idea what the relic is, and nobody else can tell me, but there it is. And he used it for traveling masses. Here, we don't, but we do have an altar consecrated to the Eucharist. The secondary altar, so to speak, is the ambone. And this is where actually the word is an abbreviation of ambone, which means a major speaking place. I wish I could have the time to show you just how that might have looked in the Church of Santa Sabina in Rome. But would be where, in a regular basilica, a Roman pagan basilica, that's where lawyers would argue their case. Here instead, it's where we read the sacred scriptures. And here it is. This is a secondary altar, because we constantly refer to the altar of the sacrament and the altar of the word. Okay, word and sacrament, because we are being fed from both sources. In the decorations of the altar, I suppose two of the most important decorations would be these candles. As you all probably know from really cheap, lousy horror movies, when people break into the pyramid or something like that, torches are burning, somebody's here. That's the idea. When we light the candles, it's because we're getting ready for somebody. Not something, but somebody. We do that quite specifically. And we do it at dinner parties too. All the people have come, they've had their drink and snacks, and now it's time to eat. Light the candles on the dinner table, and we do the same thing. We always want to remind ourselves also that we are here celebrating the death of the Lord until he comes. The second of the memorial acclamations is exactly that. Whenever we eat this bread and drink this cup, we proclaim his death until he comes again. So the cross, the crucifix, is a reminder of that to us. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again for some more sessions